G'day, this is Simon and James. Welcome back to South OC Cars and Coffee. It's been a couple of weeks. I've been travelling. You've been holding down the fort. This morning we got perfect weather and we got some interesting stuff that's turned up. What have you seen, James?
We've got some good stuff. So we have Damon from DDE brought out his beautiful Viola Pacife Revuelto. We have a couple crazy spec Technicas, a green over tan and a pink over white. Really, really neat. We have a bunch of GT3s and 3RSs. I mean, it's just a very, very heavy Porsche today. There's a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah, and we have a good-looking Prius. I kid you not. This thing looks amazing, doesn't it?
Very cool, yeah.
Yeah, hey, don't forget, if you come to South OC Cars and Coffee, please remember, respect our rules. No speeding, no revving, no burnouts. That includes getting on and off those streets of San Clemente and the freeways as well. All right, mate, lots to see. Let's go for a walk and check some stuff out.
Let's do it. Starting off the exotics, we're strong with Damon from DDE and his beautiful Lamborghini Revuelto. So if you guys don't notice, he's actually put this thing back to stock. It doesn't have the BBSs on it anymore. I don't think he has the exhaust on it, so it makes me wonder what he's planning on doing with this car. Absolutely love the spec. The Viola Pacife and the black and white interior is just super, super pretty. Here we have a very interestingly spec 296. I heard this thing coming in. It's so quiet when it's in that EV mode. Literally all that you can hear is the tires on the ground. You can see this engine, it sits down super low, just like the SF90. You can see those crazy exhaust setup in the back. And then it has a very interesting red interior as well, comfort seats. So I'm wondering if this guy daily drives this car, but either way, very, very cool. So here we have two very cool Technicas, starting off with this beautiful Viola Bass Technica owned by Cole, who also has that purple Viola Pacife Huracan Evo with the VF supercharger and that full Vorsteiner kit. This is his Technica that he's recently picked up, and it is such a cool spec. So Viola Bass, it is the Lamborghini Ad Personam color, this beautiful metallic pink. It is so cool. The amount of flake in this paint is just unbelievable. Spec'd it really well, center lock wheels, has the bucket seats with the two-tone white and black interior. And then next to it is arguably one of the coolest spec Technicas that I've ever seen. Very pretty green over tan, just such a timeless color combo. Love the exterior on this. And that interior is just so pretty, that brown kind of almost cognac leather with the Alcantara and the white trim inserts on the seats. It's just so cool. Love it, and the silver wheels as well. Someone has done a very good job speccing this car. This has to be one of the toughest McLaren 570s that I have ever seen. This belongs to Austin, who's a good friend of mine personally. He's just been coming to the show for a really long time. Has a full 1016 kit on it, big turbos. I mean, just about everything you could want to do to this car is done. Love this massive wing. He has done such a good job building this thing out. Has that center exit from the guys over at Voodoo. What a great car. Absolutely love it. The exposed carbon on it, all the accents. Very neat. So it is the day for 992s. We have a beautiful 992 GT3 RS here, another one over there, a turbo next to it, and then a beautiful 911 ST. We'll check those other ones out in a second, but in the meantime, here we have this ST. It's so pretty. I believe it's finished in GT Silver, which is an OEM Porsche color that's been around for ages. Beautiful CCBs with the ST logo in the center, 6-speed manual, little inserts on there, and then next to it, a 992 C4S. So pretty. Black exterior, red interior. What a great lineup. Now into the overflow area, starting off with this beautiful 458, and then next to it, one of the toughest spec 765s that I have ever seen. The factory satin exterior is beautiful. Carbon pack on it is just so cool. I think this is a holy grail car for me. The 765 is just absolutely stunning. Look at the carbon fiber here in the back with the upper and lower diffuser, little air vent trims. I mean, everything about this car is perfect. So cool. Now this is a color that I wish I saw more often, this absolutely beautiful deep burgundy red from Ferrari. I don't know the exact paint code, but it is just such a pretty color and complements these cars so well. Have a look at this thing. I love the F8, one of my absolute favorite modern Ferraris. Just think it looks so aggressive from the factory, and then when you modify these things, they just look so good too. Very pretty. Is another extremely rare car. We have the Lamborghini Aventador Ultimate Roadster. This thing is so pretty. I believe it's the Asapo Bianco exterior on this car, that metallic kind of white from Lambo. Factory carbon is just nuts on this thing. It actually has the full top in carbon, including these A-pillars. Super pretty magnesium wheels. Just about every option that you could possibly want. Very, very nice. Great job.
Have a look at this thing. This thing pulled in, and I couldn't believe it. I mean, this thing looks really, really good. I mean, let's be fair. The new Prius looks so much better than the old Prius did anyway. It's a good-looking car to start off with. But somebody's done a great job on this. It's got a wide body kit. It's got nice-looking wheels. It's running air ride so you can dump it in the weed. It's got aero on the back. It's got the whole bit. I mean, look at the exhaust on this thing. Somebody has done a really, really good job. This is a good-looking car. And you know what? It's certainly worth a mention. It's certainly worth talking about. I think it's actually really cool. Next to it, once again, whether you like it or not, somebody's put a lot of effort into it. This is obviously a little Civic, but have a look at the clear hood on this thing. I'm blown away that somebody can actually make a hood out of acrylic and not have it actually melt and just sag out of shape. But obviously it must be special heat-proof acrylic. But look at that, you can actually see straight down into that engine bay, which is kind of cool. Great to have the guys from Mountain View Adventure Vehicles back with us again. These guys do an amazing job of fitting out vehicles to go camping, off-roading, you name it. This is their latest build, and this thing looks absolutely incredible. Good looking vehicle. Let's go up inside and have a look up the stairs. So straight away we have the head right in front of us. We've got the sink, we've got the bed up there, a little kitchen table down here. All these cupboards, there's a microwave up in there, and then obviously to control the voltage and everything there. This thing is a serious vehicle, and it's obviously designed to be able to go into some serious places as well. Just shower outside as well. But look at the way the back of it's actually lifted back, so you can actually get some clearance if you have to go up some steep stuff. You've got the ability of doing that. Great looking vehicle. Make sure to check them out. Mountain View Adventure Vehicles. Great to have them back at the show. If you're at the show, make sure to come along and see what these guys do, because they do not do things by halves. At first glance, I thought I was looking at an old-fashioned Cybertruck. Have a look at this thing. Somebody's made it all out of just lightweight galvanized steel by the look. This is not aluminum or aluminium, as I would say, but it's kind of cool. It's got interesting grille on the front of it, interesting back on the back. It's just quite a cool looking thing. Have a look at this. It's obviously designed to sit in the back. Now, while we're talking about strange things, have a look at this over here. Look, he's using his I was walking past, I thought, what's going on over there? It's actually just using the muffler to hold up the tailgate here. But in the back, there's a little bit of happy gas in there, a bit of nitrous oxide roll cage in this thing. So somebody's got a bit of a sleeper here with this thing as well.
Yeah, I'm all that. Looking for that whip, yeah, that what you call that. I'ma blow up in the summer, have them yelling fall back. And I've always been ahead like an effing ball cap. Man, I came in the game like, whoa. Got a couple chains on me cause I like gold. They told me I'm the best and I told them I know. Cause when I'm in your town, every ticket I sold. Yeah, they saying I'm the man. Facts, bro. Lot of haters, tell me where they at though. I'm the new pop, all I do is rap though. Want me on your song, throw a couple stacks, yo. Woo! Everybody wanna do the same thing. Yup, that's why we ain't on the same page. Do my own thing, and I maintain. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. I'm going mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. Yeah, I'm going mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. I'm going mainstream. Mainstream. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream. Yeah. I'm going mainstream. Damn. Flow like water, so I'm going mainstream.
There's something cool about Alfa Romeos. As Jeremy Clarkson from Top Gear once said, everybody should have owned at least one Alfa Romeo in their life. Have a look under the hood of this thing. One of the things they used to do, look at these polished ram tubes that go down into this thing. One of the reasons they always sounded so good, the induction noise on them was killer. I mean, somebody's put an aftermarket intake on this thing, but Alfa's always had such two great things, induction noise and also an exhaust noise as well. Really, really good. Beautiful little car. Isn't this 32 pretty? Love the colour, love this sort of light grey. Just a pretty car. 31 actually, I said 32, it's actually 31, it says right there. Just simplistic interior, still got those very original looking gauges in there. But what I really love about this is the flathead V8. For me, nothing looks more in place in the body of this era of hot rod than a flathead. Have a look at that amazing head, these cloth high tension cables here, running a blower on the top, and then these 3 Stromberg carbs across the top of it. They just look like single barrels. So it's just a great looking little car. Unfortunately, this car's leaving. It's been a previous Car of the Week winner. The interesting thing about this car is the fact that it's got a couple of pancake style superchargers on it, which sit up and drive off a shaft. If I'm lucky, they may actually open the hood and show us, because this is a really special car that deserves some attention. They're a Graham brand of supercharger. Here he is. He's going to open the hood for us so we can see. So the supercharger in this thing, or 2 of them in fact, were built by Graham, 1940-41 type of supercharger. But under the hood of this Hudson is their flathead style inline 6, and then driven onto that are these 2 superchargers. Thank you so much for doing this. Look at that. Now, that to me, there's some special plumbing going on under here. So these Graham superchargers basically feed air down through here and then out into the 2 carburetors over there. But look how they're driven. So there's a drive shaft down here to a drive shaft that comes off the front and drives off a belt off the main crank drive. So to mount these, how did you get, like, because these actually obviously came on a Graham, not on, how did you build all the bracketry and everything to get them to drive off the front?
You just hold it there and mark it.
Hold it,
don't
mark
make it, come back, mark it again. And
old
make it
school
again.
fabrication.
Yeah.
And the last time we looked at this, it was in Primer when it won Car of the Week.
Yeah.
And now it's all finished. How long did it take you to build?
Totally, 10 years.
It's just so interesting. You were here last week, I wasn't, and everybody said, hey, that amazing Hudson that you gave Car of the Week years ago was back again. And when you pulled in today, everyone's saying to me, you got to go and have a look. It's such a great old car.
Yeah, it took about a year and a half just to rebuild the supercharger.
I can imagine. And one of the things I like that you've done is there's a balancing tube between these 2 superchargers. So, hypothetically, if one supercharger was building more boost than the other, and that could happen if there's just slightly different worn impellers, you're not going to get differentiating amounts of boost going to these 2 carburetors, which in fact could in turn mean, even though they're on the same manifold, you could get higher or one end could run lean and the other one wouldn't.
Exactly. Also, there's a balance tube inside of the manifold, so backup double balance.
Yeah, which is great. How much boost is it making?
5 pounds.
Which is interesting. You think about 5 pounds and you think, well, that's not a heck of a lot. If you take a car like an LS engine, for example, LS3, you put 5 pounds of boost on it, you're probably going to take that engine from being 426 horsepower to probably around about 500 or so. So, and what's the case of this? Have you ever dynoed the motor or know what it's actually making?
I have not. The stock motor is 145 horsepower.
Right.
So
It's
give me 50.
Yeah, I was going to say it's probably around 170, 190, something like that. Well, anyway, it's so great to see. It's such a good-looking car. The interior as well. You've got to see this. I mean, I love the lines of the Hudson. I mean, look at it. These beautiful lines across here. Oh, I mean, yeah. Look at those panels. This is just absolutely beautiful. Every angle. And then as we go inside, may I open the door? Look at this interior in here and those beautiful gauges and that beautiful steering wheel. So a modern looking center console, obviously.
Yeah, those are Dodge pickup center console and seats.
Yep.
And that's stock leather. I never knew it until I
Oh my
started
goodness,
to rebuild it.
so stock. But look at those beautiful gauges, that beautiful steering wheel, the beautiful trim work, bright work through here. It's a great car. It's great to see it back here. We may have to reconsider doing a version 2 of Car of the Week, seeing as it looks so different now. But hey, I appreciate getting out and letting us have a look.
Well, thanks for coming by.
So pretty. I've got to stand back a long way to get this whole car in the shot. such a long car. This is a Plymouth Roadrunner Superbird. Such a great looking car. The cars that really change the whole perspective of aero at things like Daytona, that actually got banned because this created aero like they'd never seen before. Such an iconic car. I mean, look at this thing. It's just absolutely wonderful. Just this particular one's an auto. A lot of them will have a manual with a pistol grip. But the size of this rear spoiler, and of course a lot of people don't know they're actually adjustable. You can actually adjust this and then angle to give yourself more downforce. And then on the race versions, this was actually tied into the inner fender with a stainless steel cable, so that if it did get knocked off racing, it wouldn't go flying back into the driver behind. But just a great looking car, isn't it? We get a few of them here occasionally. Next to it, another beautiful car as well. Look at this, great green. Just a wonderful, wonderful colour. And the intricacy of this hood. So this is a vacuum actuator, which is going to pull open the feed to allow air from the hood vent to come through and basically force air into the air cleaner. So a lot of the time that would have been sealed off under there, but this is a Hemi under here. So that's, you know, that's the holy grail. Just a great looking car. These hoosiers on the back making it look really, really sort of period correct and just serious. Great looking Roadrunner. And yet we come in here, this simple steering wheel, but once again, I mentioned it before, pistol grip under there. Just a great looking car. Have a look at the back one too. I love this era of car. They just look so good. Next to it, let's keep it going. This thing is just wonderful as well. We've had this here before. I think the yellow one and this one have been car of the week before, but just a great shape. I don't care whether you're into Ford, whether you're into GM, whether you are into Mopar. For me, this era of cars, you know, 68, 69, 70, 71, that was the golden era before they choked them up with a lot of emission type stuff. This particular one, I love this front end, similar to what GM was doing with the Camaros, headlights that get hidden under there. Just a great group of cars, just really, really, really special.
That is it for a very busy Southwest Cars and Coffee. Thank you guys so much for coming out each and every week and supporting the event. I want to give a massive thank you to all the sponsors. We have the Bracketeer Way Marketing, Mazda, Maguire's, iAccident Attorneys, Next Level Auto Protection, Sierra Ineos, Grenadier, Go Mobile Tire, Hillbank Motor Corporation, Coldwell Banker Realty, Mountain View Adventure Vehicles, Josh the Auto Buyer, Happy Jewelers, and of course Carbontastic as well. Also want to give a massive thank you to the volunteers for helping us put on this event each and every week. We could not do it without you guys. If you want to become a volunteer, hit us up on Instagram at South OC Cars and Coffee Merch. So we handle all the volunteer rostering, and then while you're over there, check out some of our hats, hoodies, t-shirts, crew necks, stickers, everything that you guys could possibly want from South OC Cars and Coffee Merch. If you guys are volunteering, you get to bring your car in before 8:30, and then Ruby's Diner provides a free coffee and donut for everyone helping us out.
Yeah, big thank you to Ruby's for doing that and also feeding the masses. And of course, a big thank you to the outlets of San Clemente for allowing us to be here. We could not do the show without them, so if you need to do any shopping, go to a restaurant, grab a coffee, whatever, make sure to come to the outlets, tell them South OC Cars and Coffee sent you. Well, that is it. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you back here next week for another South OC Cars and Coffee.
Thank you guys.